How's it going, folks? So, we got a lot going on. So, Josh is down at the corn maze, kicking that hay down there. Gonna bale it either tomorrow or Friday. So, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. And I'm up on the river and getting ready to mow this out here in front of the barns. The only way this is going to work out is because, I can't get that out. The only way it's working out is we are borrowing a square baler from a buddy to square bale what we're doing over at the corn maze. So I'm a little nervous about that because I have never ran a square baler. Messed with a lot of square bales before, but never baled them. So we'll see how that goes. But this is about as good as it's going to get out here. It's been so dry this summer. It's just time for it to go. And we have hit a spell of perfect weather. Today is Wednesday. It's been perfect since like Sunday, maybe even Saturday. Can't quite remember. Maybe it even rained a little bit on Monday or something, but let's turn that down. But it is perfect weather to go ahead and get it done. So Dad always said to not put two places down at the same time. But I'm busy. So I am. I'm just going to hope for the best. Luckily, the corn maze hay is just going to the corn maze. We're just going to use the square bales for over there, and then whatever's left that doesn't get too messed up from kids crawling on it, that kind of thing. Whatever's left, we'll end up feeding it. We're going to try our best to keep this stuff inside the barn where people kind of walk through. So that'll hopefully help keep it a little better than just sitting out and having kids crawl on it. So anyways, yesterday I came up and was able to get the other section of that corral fence taken care of behind the barn. The section that I didn't finish in the last video, the left hand side there, I got that done yesterday, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't video it because it is not quite as nice as the first time. It looks good, it's just if somebody gets out there with a tape measure and level, they're gonna realize an idiot was there. So don't know if we'll have time to go back there and look at that tonight, but we might. But I'm gonna get this mower hooked up super quick and get started. Here we go. All right. Well, as I was getting this stupid phone pulled up to take a video, I missed a strip. I have to fix that. But I got the little tiny section there in front of the barns knocked down, and now I'm out here in the actual field. And it actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's some tall stuff that is, kind of just about dead and gone, honestly, at this point. But all the other stuff that I had to wait on to let it thicken up just a little, it came in pretty decent. There's a little bit of weeds in it, but it's not awful. So that little section over in front of right in front of the barns is where the guy that was doing the fencing had his equipment parked and stuff. And it was like mowing a yard. It's not going to do much over there. It at least looks better than it did. If that's all that I get done, is just making it look better, that's fine with me. going to be glad when at least this one's done. I really think we'll probably only get the Hall place, which is the bigger field that I've done on here before. We'll probably get it done, and I don't know if we'll do the others. We might do the brown place, which is the little tiny one. I've made a video of that one too. Don't know if we'll get to that one or not. And this one out here in front of the bridge, I'm not so sure that I'm even going to cut it. I may just leave it and let them graze it this late fall. I just don't know. It's real weedy. And on top of being real weedy, it's just, it never puts up a ton anyways. Which I say that, and there's been times that it puts up more than this little chunk does. So, I don't know. We'll play it by ear, but it's just times are getting so stinking busy right now. I don't want to not cut it because I'm busy doing other things. That's not it, but I don't want to waste my time either. If it would put up enough to make it worth it, I would do it. But if it's something that I could graze in the late fall, I would rather just leave it. Like the brown place, I don't have fence over there to graze it, so I wouldn't leave it. But like the Hall place, which is across the hill, that's the bigger one, I could graze it if I wanted to, and I'm probably pretty sure that I'm going to graze this. Oh, it looks like some kind of creature. I think it's a fox or something. Pretty sure I'm going to graze this here beside the house. I just don't quite know yet. But I'll go another couple rounds here and get myself going the right direction. I just now started making my rounds around the outside, turn around. So we'll get going the right direction here. I'll get back up in a second. I guess this is my first video that I've taken since last weekend. And last weekend we came up with some friends that were up from out of town that were they moved here a couple years ago and got to be good buddies with them, and then they decided they were too good for us and had to leave. And they didn't know that I was doing this, so they said they were going to subscribe. So folks, if you're listening, come back anytime. You're welcome. One of them had never had the chance to shoot a gun before, so he wanted to come up here and shoot a gun. So we did that over the weekend. Had a good time doing that. And while I was up here then, one of the younger heifers, she's actually a 2-year-old. She had jumped I think she jumped the spring gate at the top of the field going into the field there in front of the bridge. And she was in that field grazing, and I got her out then. And whenever I came up yesterday, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, she was in there again. And got her out again, and today, wouldn't you know it, she's in there again. So I don't really know what to do about that. I know it's because I don't have good power going to that new section of fence out there. And there we go. This AC, there's a wire that's loose in this console over here. gotta get that fixed because that's probably dangerous. But I know that's probably the reason. But another thing that makes me worry about these spring gates that we got, and that maybe they're too low, or I don't know what the deal is. She doesn't seem to care. Normally, if there's good electricity on it, there's not any of them that'll test it. They don't mess with it. But this one and the other cabs too, this year's cabs, they don't seem to care at all. They're either going over it out there somewhere or going under it, and I can't figure out where. It's ticking me off. But I guess I'll get it figured out at some point. Kind of like this stupid AC. It just did it again. There's a plug in here that if you jiggle it, the fan starts working again. I don't know what the problem is. But anyways, so yeah, like I was saying earlier, Josh is down at the corn maze probably right now, kicking that, and the parking lot section of that down there, it really did look like you'd mow the yard. I mean, my neighbor passed away back like the beginning of the summer or something like that. It's been a while, but they've been a little slow at keeping her yard mowed because her daughter doesn't live there. And I swear they mowed her yard this week, and I've been looking at it every morning. And I'm pretty sure that the grass sitting in her yard is thicker than the grass out in the parking lot area of the corn maze. It's a little sad. I think it's true. But it'll be what it'll be. It's going to save us money both ways. It'll be something that cows can eat, and on top of that, it'll be less square bales of straw that we've got to buy for the corn maze, which is a big plus. But if you're in the mountain region, September through the end of October, you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We have a website too. We're at the Ashe County Corn Maze. If you want to get up to the mountain, see the leaves change color, and get you a pumpkin and get lost in the corn, come on up. It's not a huge place, but it's a nice, cheap way for families to get out and do something on the weekend. And in this day and time, there's not much that you can do for $10. So come on. Well, I'm going to stop rambling for a minute and try to drink water and drive and mess with this wire all at the same time. And, not wreck the tractor. Got that finished, but I'm in a rush because Maddie and I have got to, oh, there's a hole. Maddie and I have got some things we got to do tonight, and it is 6:40, so we might be late, but it's done, right? That's one plus. Oh, that's hot. So, it is done. Looks a whole lot better. But, got a scat. So tomorrow, I hate to put up a video right after another. Might wait a couple days. Sorry. Gotta go. Hate to put up a video back to back. But I am going to film some tomorrow because I'm excited to... What in the world? Those calves are for sure jumping the spring gates. It has to be what's going on, because now one of them is inside an area where he can only get there from a spring gate. So that has to be what's happening. But I really want to film a little bit of using that square baler. I'm pretty excited about it. But anyways, I'm gonna fly home. We'll see you on the next one.